People around the nation are celebrating Juneteenth, the day that commemorates the end of slavery in the United States, and it's gaining more recognition during a time when many are calling for racial equality following weeks of protests. KSBY News reporter Megan Healy spoke with historians and members of the NAACP about the holiday and how it's celebrated. She joins us now live in San Luis Obispo. Megan?
Yeah, Karina, Juneteenth, many say, is a celebration of independence and freedom, but many people also say that it's a reminder showing just how much more is needed in the fight for racial equality, as we've seen protesters in these streets fighting for just that.
That's where Juneteenth was started in Texas.
It's a flag that commemorates the end of slavery in America. The historic moment has been celebrated in the Black community since the late 1800s, but more than 200 years later, people are still learning about it. On January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation.
Abraham Lincoln is essentially saying, if you continue to rebel, your slaves will be free, which means that as the Union Army wins victories in the South, then they announce freedom as they do it. So it only goes into effect with military victory.
Victory in the most western Confederate state of Texas didn't happen until nearly 2.5 years later. On June 19th, 1865, slaves in Galveston, Texas were the last to find out they were free.
Robert E. Lee surrenders, the war comes to a close, and that means the 13th Amendment goes into effect everywhere. Of course, we don't have cell phones then, so that also means that you have to then send the military, or people have to go spread the news that this has now happened.
And the celebration that followed is what Juneteenth is all about.
People started celebrating, they were in jubilation.
But these women say the holiday is more than a celebration. It's also about education.
It's very important that we keep Juneteenth alive and in front of everyone to remind them of, what happened.
And taking action to make sure all people are treated equal.
Also means that our work begins now too. That now you have to go through that day-to-day process of freedom, right? And making sure that freedom is daily implemented.
Now, the pandemic is changing the way that people usually celebrate Juneteenth. Typically, it calls for big gatherings, live music, buffets, and in-person activities, but all of that is being held virtually. We have the event details on our website, ksby.com. Reporting live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Megan Healy, KSBY News.
Megan, thank you. Juneteenth is not a federal holiday, but many businesses are making it a paid holiday for employees in honor of it.